Honestly, my hobbies include Shake Shack, chicken tenders, music, watching my favorite TV shows, exercising, and you know what? I'm not mad at it. I think this is why no one will date me. You know, as I vlog, I'm starting to think more and more about myself and about my life. Does my strict upbringing have a lot to do with the way I turned out in life? I guess so. I mean, I wasn't allowed to do anything, so now I don't do anything. But yeah, I'm 24. I've never been kissed. I've never been on a date. And I've never been asked to prom. Do I feel bad about it? Nah, nah. Yeah, no, I don't really feel bad about it. But do I want to experience that in life? Yeah, but I'm not in a rush to do anything. I'm taking it easy and I'm chilling, but I don't want to be too chill because I'm not about to be 35 and still single. Although there's nothing wrong with being 35 and single. Because, hey, I am a career lady and I'm chasing after that money, honey. I think boys don't really find me, well, I'm perfectly legal. I should say men now. I'm not 12 years old. Good. Sorry. Men, I don't really think they find me attractive. I do dress like a 12-year-old kid. I keep to myself a lot, and people just don't like talking to me. I don't know why. I always get the vibe from people. When I try to talk to people, I always get this emoji. I feel like that emoji conveys, like, it's a nice way of saying, hey, I'm trying to be nice to you, but I don't want to talk to you. It's like, oh, I'm just trying to be friendly and make friends, and have relationships, meaningful relationships too. I feel like that emoji says that, and I feel like a lot of people treat me like that in life. In high school, I was not asked to prom. No one was checking for me in high school. And I know a lot of people tend to feel bad about that, like when people don't ask them to prom. But just go with your friends. But hell, I didn't even have friends to go with in prom, but shoot, did I still go to prom? I sure did. I went with like a group of girls, but let's be real, they weren't my friends. They were like a friend. They were friends of an acquaintance I knew. And I feel like I asked them, I was like, can I be in your group for prom? I feel like they were all just like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they wanted me to be in their group. Hell, they were all doing pictures and I was just kind of standing off to the side because it's like, this is not my friend group. And I wouldn't really worry too much about that. Don't worry about like if you get asked to prom. Even if you don't have a group of friends to go with to prom, I would still go. Go by yourself. Like the music is nice. You can be on your phone. You can dance by yourself. You can eat. Shoot, I danced with some friends, and I danced alone. I ate dessert alone too. And honestly, don't let not having people to go to prom with deter you from going because it is an American experience. I think if you have the opportunity to get that experience, just go. Go. Just go for the food. The food's not that bad. In college, I didn't really date at all in college. I was kind of just focused on like graduating and just trying to ace my classes, and I was trying to focus on passing accounting 101. So I didn't really date, I didn't really hang out. I mean, I would try to be nice to people and make an effort to like talk to people, but I feel like the people that I tried to talk to didn't really want to talk to me. But I don't know. I'm not ashamed to be single because, like, I'm focusing on my career, I'm focusing on finding myself. But do I want to explore that aspect of my life? Sure. I mean, I'm not in any rush, to be committed or anything like that. But I think it's something that everyone wants to experience in life. And there's nothing wrong with that. But there's certainly nothing wrong with being single. I would not be, listen, I don't sit around crying all day thinking, feeling bad that I'm single. Like, I don't feel bad at all. Like, I'm just like, I'm single. I just don't really like think about it much. I do hang out with my parents a lot, so maybe that's why I'm single. But hey, my parents are nice to hang out with. But for me, I think it's not a bad thing to be single, and it's so normal. A lot of people are single. Although it may seem like you are the only one in the world who is single, a lot of people are single. I mean, yeah, sometimes I feel bad when I'm going into Target and I see the cute couple like holding hands and like doing groceries together. Yeah, sometimes I feel like, oh, I want that. But then a part of me is like, hey, I can do whatever I want. I'm single. But I think you should just let things happen in its own time. Everything happens at a time it's supposed to happen, and I think you should just let it happen at the time it naturally happens. I know people use dating apps, and I'm not really into apps just because I don't trust it. And two, I don't want to just swipe on people. Like, that's weird. I mean, it's become very normal nowadays, but I just feel like, I want to make a connection. Like, I don't really want that as the story as to how I met my mans. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want people to be like, oh, how'd you meet? And I'm like, I swiped right. And apparently he did too. I mean, although when it comes to relationships, even though I've never been one, but for me, I know this about myself. I'm very like straightforward about it. I'm just like, okay, I like you, so do you like me too? And if you do, let's do this. I'm not really like into the games. I mean, I don't want to rush into anything, but like, let's stop with the games and just hurry it up. Do I love life being single? Yeah, I mean, there's so many fun things to do alone. Like, you would be surprised if you actually like take the time to enjoy your own company and get to know yourself, get to know your likes and your dislikes. Oh my gosh, try restaurants. Good restaurants. I literally tried Shake Shack for the first time, loved it, and now I'm like a regular there. I mean, there's so many fun things to do than just worrying about a significant other. Like, of course, nobody wants to be 40 and still single, but it's so normal in our society. And I think we shouldn't feel bad about that. Even if it wasn't normal in our society, we should not feel bad about it. At least you shouldn't. I don't. I remember in high school, this one girl, she was like, oh my gosh, I think I was a sophomore or a junior. She was like,
oh my gosh, you're single? You better find a boyfriend fast, or else everyone's gonna think you're a lesbian.
I was like, what? One, I don't care what people think of me. Two, I'm not going to be peer pressured into rushing into something and getting my feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying? And three, I mean, if that's not the definition of peer pressure, I don't know what is. Like, I just thought that was really like mean. Why would you say that to somebody? My thing is, people's relationships are not my business. It really isn't my business to know if you're in a relationship or not. And it's not other people's business to know if you're in a relationship or not either. You know? I feel like we're so pressured to like do everything so fast, you know? It's like take your time. There's nothing to rush in. I'm just 24 years old. Well, 24 years fabulous. And I'm bopping around, enjoying life, getting some work experience and pursuing my dreams and hobbies and things like that. So, I mean, I wouldn't really worry about relationships because let it happen naturally. I just feel like it feels better when it's natural and genuine, you know? don't force it, because it never works out when you force it. It never does.